Hello YouTube. Here is my 1982 Yamaha Maxim 750. I got this off of a friend and co-worker. He gave me a very good deal on this bike. So story about the bike, he bought it about, I would say 2-3 years ago. Rode it around his neighborhood for maybe 10 minutes and then he parked it. So it just sat there for the past 2-3 years. It's just been sitting in his driveway. When he got the bike, he was in pretty good shape. It had a, you can see right here, it had a windshield. I think that's the only part that's really missing right now from when he got it. And then I'm not sure about this and how it happened, but if you look here on this side, you will see the bike was dropped. It might have been dropped at speed. But what I know for a fact is that when my buddy got this bike, it ran pretty good. And then he kept it outside his house. And after a while, I was telling him about the seats, that they don't like the sun. The ultraviolet rays, they'll destroy this seat in no time. But he sat there, and then one good day, I think the wind blew it over and it fell. And I don't know what all was damaged, but at least the windshield was cracked to the point where I couldn't really recover it. So I took off the windshield and I tossed it away. You can see some of the mounting hardware still left there. This is from mounting the windshield. And it goes all the way down here also. There's another part that mounts on the fork. So this is the 750 Maxim. It's a whole family of bikes that all look alike. I believe the engines might be interchangeable, the frames might be interchangeable. The Maxim, you would see, it has this, it doesn't have the spring on the rear suspension. That's how you would know you have a Maxim. I believe 750 and 1100, which I believe 1100, I'm not sure about the years, maybe 83, 84, 85. But this is a 1982. Reason why people love this bike, it's very easy to access the spark plugs if you have to do any work on there. It's very easy to do that. My focus is really slow today. So you have the first two over here, and if you walk over to this other side, you have the next two spark plugs, very easily accessible. The airbox would normally sit here, but when I got this, it has just these cold air intakes. And right now I have an issue with the idle. It's rough. I checked all the forums. If you look there, you see it's like somebody changed the idle jet right there. The other ones seem a bit older. So when I asked about the idle, some people said watch for these boots. If they're not tight, if they have cracks in them, they will allow air that's not meter to go past the carburetor, because this is a 4-cylinder. It has 4 carburetors and 4 exhaust pipes, as you can see. Kind of slow this camera today. So if you have unmetered air that goes in there, you would always have problems with your idle. So for the most part, the bike is complete. It has an optional auxiliary light over there, and this is where you switch that on and off. Right here, auxiliary lamp. That's what it looks like. This is what the bike looks like. Idle control screw is in there. It's like a cogwheel. You can see that at the center of your screen right there. See if I can get it in focus right there. That's where you control your idle mixture. So when I got the bike, first thing I noticed, the problem you have with most of these older bikes is that they just sat for too long and nothing going through the system, and then you have gaskets, hoses, everything starts getting dried out, dry rotted, and then the leak. So I had an issue with my fuel petcock. As you can see, it has 3 positions. It has the reserve, which is where I am on right now. PRI on your right is to prime the carburetors. If you turn it there, the fuel is gonna flow down unrestricted. And then at the very bottom you have on, which is where you should normally have your carburetor, your fuel petcock set to. There is a vacuum line somewhere on here. I don't know what it is. I don't have the manual right now, but you can see the petcock. It has, from what I can see, 2 lines, and it goes into the tank. So I had a leak, and we got the JB weld, put it on there, kind of messy, and I just wanted to do things the right way. I went on eBay and I ordered a brand new petcock. They are very cheap. This was just about maybe $11-12. Came from California, so I'm just doing the unboxing right now. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what the quality feels like. I'll give me a moment here. Let me use my 2 hands to slowly pry these out. So let's see what we have. Definitely well packaged. Let's try to pull it out from here. It comes out in one piece. The bubble wrap. Here it is. Oh, sorry about that. So I see there's some O-rings in there. I don't want to lose those. And a filter. I'll pull it out. Let's see what it looks like. Have a little filter there. And your petcock. There's 2 gaskets there. I believe that's what holds the petcock when you screw it to the tank. So those 2 gaskets will probably go here and here, I'm guessing. And this is kind of different, you see? At the very top it says prime. At the very top it says prime, and then to the right it says reserve, and the bottom on. But the reports I've been getting from people is that it works just as good as the new one, so we'll see how that goes. It comes with 2 fuel filters. The first one is already mounted. Sorry about that. Here's the second one. It doesn't feel light or too cheap. Let's see how hard it is. Kind of hard to turn. Oh, I'm hitting a bump stop right there, so I can only turn it the other way, like that. Yeah, it feels kind of solid. Gaskets are in place. Everything looks good. Soft, pliable. I would say it checks out. So I have my 2 other gaskets here, and I will be taking these to the shop, and we'll see how it goes from there. But just want to thank you guys for watching. And if you have one of these bikes, yeah, definitely go ahead, restore it. They are very good daily drivers, but I don't feel comfortable going beyond about 60, 65 with this bike. It's an older bike. The steering, the wheel up front wobbles a little bit. The shock is all shot. You can see the gap over there. See here, it's kind of hard to get in focus. Right there, you can see there's a gap. So that's all shot. But I have a newer bike which is more confident, inspiring. A 2000 and newer relative to this. It's a 2001 Yamaha YFZ R1. So it's a liter bike. It's more stable and more confidence inspiring, and that's what I use for my high speed runs. This one is just for daily driver and strolling around the neighborhood. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.